It's good morning, stakeholders. It's Waterman. Waterman, yes, I'm a transport consultant to the government. It's my job to act as a liaison between STM Asia Pacific and the government of Victoria and the Transport Minister in particular to advise on the timeline and make sure that everything to do with the contract that's been awarded to this firm, that the timeline's being met. So it's my pleasure to welcome you today as a visitor, an investor from interstate and overseas. We'll be taking a short tour of the site. So if you'll come with me, we'll start right now.
I'm not recording your voice or anything. Like, I will record your voice, but the footage I'll wipe over it.
Frenchie, she's still giggling. I tell you what, old Frenchie cat, he's pissing himself. The people you meet when you're just out doing your job.
Look, this is just what you do to get through Blackburn. This is the current state of play. Maybe it is school holidays, Frenchie, because normally there's a lot of people at that bus stop at 7. It's 7:45, Frenchie. I can't believe it. So this is where you go to get to the station. You tricked him now. He was as lost as you can possibly hope to get as a B double driver with a big rig. And he was just laughing his head off. He said, "I need to get to Kilsyth, bro." Oh please, I don't like it when people call me bro, because come on, I'm Irish. I'm middle class, eastern suburbs, Australia, Melbourne, Irish. Don't call me bro. But he goes on lost, bro. So you've got to get to Kilsyth. Once I got the bro thing out of the way in my head, I said, no, Kilsyth, although I don't drive very often anymore, good sir, bro, you need to do it. You need to throw a huge Huey in that truck of yours on a 10-cent piece and head back to Canterbury Road. That is the underpass, and you know what? That's not going anywhere according to the Level Crossing Removal Authority. And this is the north side of Blackburn Station, and that underpass, Frenchie, that's not really going anywhere. We know that. And what they're going to do with it, they're pretty much going to leave it as is. And there's a bit of community murmuring turning into rumbling, which is more than grumbling. And pretty soon, if they don't answer the stakeholders in the community, there's going to be a lot of shouting, and then there'll be a lot of people lose faith in processes and representatives when those representatives and those processes don't reflect decent human behaviour. People just want to be acknowledged, and we want to have input into what's going on in our community. So I'll show you the rest of the underpass back up to Blackburn Station. Touch on, touch off. Wax on, wax off. Goes, yeah, it's telling me Canterbury Road, bro. I've never been down here before, I'm scared. I said, oh, you don't need to be scared, it's just Blackburn, come on. Craig's just jealous. At the best of times, he's quite amiable, really. And he goes, I said, look, what you want to do, and I'm showing you now on the edit, is that you want to head down Blackburn Road, chuck a right into Central Avenue. It's not built for blokes like you and your big trucks, but you're more than welcome to use it. If you can get your way through the roundabout outside St Thomas's, you'll be fine. And you carry down to Springvale, and everything will be sweet, bro. I didn't say bro, because it doesn't come out of my lips very naturally. Let's be honest. he was giggling. We had a good old laugh about GPS. The affliction of GPS, the affliction of technology, which doesn't always make our life easier, let's be honest. And I've known GPSs to send Japanese tourists on the train line at Kingsway. That was a funny story one. As you saw, our friend, the Kiwi, boy, he got going. He was giggling all the way down to Central Avenue. He threw a right at Albuquerque and went down there, and he'll get to Springvale Road. And at this time of the day, he should be fine. He should be fine. So I suppose the interesting question for us today, it'll be interesting today as we see it for the first time and how it rolls out, is how are the good residents of Blackburn going to cope with these intrusions Will the integration be smooth? Will they? Will we see more Kerry Kiwis flashing their toothless grin? I tell you what, for a bloke that was completely on the path to glory, following a route that he didn't plan to, he was pretty happy about it. And were that we were all Kerry Kiwi, that we could all take those little detours in life as well as he did. He did very well. This ends our tour for today. We hope you've enjoyed this insight into the state government's preparation that your investment money is being spent. And if you need any answer more questions, my name's Waterman. You can contact me via the Department of Transport or STM Asia Pacific's Constructions.
Don't fool yourself into thinking that this is a quiet, country, idyllic, suburban retreat. No, that's not what it is. This might look like a nice place to live. Throw a dart at any Google map you want. Well, guess what? There's a lot happening in Blackburn. A lot. Well, let me tell you, the transport infrastructure is the future. It's a track winding at a furious pace into the future. Who's going to be here to document it and give you exclusive access? Good morning, stakeholders. Waterman here. Just out on an early morning inspection and just checking on some follow-up work that our stakeholders, that they're cleaning up after themselves. Part of the contract is that our stakeholders do have to make sure that the roads are left in exactly the same condition that they found them. And what you remember from our last, one of our last video reports, which I came down to shoot for you, and you did see a large piling tractor being cleared at about this time in the morning on a Sunday morning, and it was just out here that tractor was being loaded up with a semi-trailer, and I'm going to be putting in a favourable report to those fellows.
We're going to beat and flog the subject of this situation about the trees a little bit further. We're going to be getting the train later on this morning down to Laburnum. We're going to be wandering up to the Middleborough Road grade separation, which happened about 10 years ago. And I'm going to be asking the question with the evidence in front and behind us as to why a similar solution can't be found. And this is where my conflict of interest is going to come into play, and because it has to be said. And yes, I am a public transport infrastructure consultant, but no, the way we roll at Project Waterman is we call it the way we see it. And down at Middleborough Road is some evidence of how some trees quite happily live next to the grade separation.
I'm going to name today, it's officially Madcap Monday. What you'll see behind this door is some ongoing work, preparatory work, where each Mexico station, the works have already started. It's loud, it's dangerous to their hearing. You might think I'm showing you just pictures of trains. I've got an obsession with trains, but no, what you're seeing is evidence of the contribution we make to the Melbourne transport infrastructure. And here's the people that benefit from it. Basically, we're surrounded by them.
This concludes our tour for today.
I'm going to name today, it's officially Madcap Monday.